Hey, what's up, you guys? Tristan here, Subi Ruby Roo on Instagram and on YouTube. I have a sponsorship today from Hooke Road. They went ahead and sent me out a bed rack for my 2017 Ram 1500. It's an adjustable bed rack. It's supposed to fit all full-size models. And I'm going to go ahead and unbox this, show what tools need to be used, and let's get this put on my truck. First off, I do want to say that it comes in some really good packaging. They want to make sure your stuff is well protected. I really appreciate this. I know a lot of companies just throw stuff in boxes and send it that way, but I feel like this is very professional and an easy way to make sure your items are safe through delivery. So according to the instructions, the actual only tool needed to put this entire rack together is a 6mm hex socket, or just if you have the Allen key, the hex Allen key. That might take a lot longer, but if you do have the 6mm hex socket, it'll be a lot quicker to get this done. And then just a drive socket ratchet. If you have an impact, you can go ahead and use that to speed through. And then obviously do not snug with an impact. They torque a lot harder than the human hand or human arm can. So try to zip it together maybe with the impact. Per the instructions, it says it's about 1.5 hours for installation time with 1 to 2 people. All pieces are very light, so you could possibly do it with 1 person. That 1.5 hours, it could be shorter, it could be longer. That's just depending on your mechanical skills and things you are more comfortable with. I personally do installs on the side for a lot of people, so this might take me 30 to 40 minutes. So I will start putting everything together and let's see how long it takes. All right, so I went ahead and organized everything. So this is going to be the nut with the lock washer built into the back, just the locking nut. And here is the bolt with the washer. There is 92 in total for each of these items. So I went ahead and put the flat washer onto all of the bolts already, and I've separated all of the locking nuts to the side. This just makes it a lot easier, kind of like building Legos. So an update on the tools needed. Here is the 6mm, I won't show, Allen key socket. This is just my electric ratchet. It's gonna help me tighten everything up faster. The bolts are 15mm, so you'll need either a 15mm socket or a socket wrench, a wrench. And then you have your adjust. So I went ahead and added the no squeak pad onto the the standing bracket that attaches to the bedside. There is 6 of them, and you're just gonna want to lay them flat. They are cut so that they match up perfectly and you don't tell that they're there. So once you lay it on, you repeat that step 6 times and you'll be all done. All right, so per support for the entire bed rack, you're gonna have to use 10 bolts with flat washers and 10 locking nuts. So I'm gonna go ahead and put them together and show you where the bolts go. So these are the 3 items that go together to make the stand for your bed. So this is of course optional for you if you want to do it. I wanted the bed rack to be symmetrical because it doesn't actually go fully to the end of my bed. Obviously you can't, there's things right here. But what I did was I laid down pieces of tape where I will do the end of each of these brackets just so it looks as much as symmetrical as possible. So now I'm gonna actually go ahead and start to mount this up, mock it up, and see where I like it. And then I'll show you guys what it looks like all put together. So I forgot to mention earlier, when you're putting this together, you're not gonna wanna tighten this all the way because depending on the size of your bed, the width of your car, this is for any full size or possibly even a mid-sized truck, you're going to want to make sure it's as snug as possible up against the bedsides before you go ahead and tighten this down. If not, you're going to then have to loosen everything just to retighten it again. Just keep it loose, get everything where it needs to be, and then tighten it. So now that I have it clamped in place, I made sure it's in a good spot, it doesn't move. I'm gonna go ahead and start to tighten these bolts. So I have the skeleton of the rack up. I know that there is not equal amount of space in between. I still need to take the supporting brackets that go on the top right here in between these two bolts and make sure everything lines up correctly, and then it should be nice and even on my bed. And then I'm going to go ahead and add the side supports, which allow me to mount different accessories. So I went ahead and got the center brackets put in. So you're going to go ahead and put 2 bolts here, 2 bolts in the middle, 2 bolts there, and then 4 bolts on each of the supports in the middle. Everything is tightened down now, and it will shake my truck just by holding on to it. So now it's time to go ahead and put the cool accessory mounts up onto the rack, and let's see how it looks. There is a specific one for the center section. It has this nice little cutout, and there is 4 holes. I'm gonna just mount it on the bottom 3. If not, you know, this is how the rack looks with the attachment points on one side, and this is how it looks on the other side with no attachment points. You don't have to run the attachment points, you know, but I'm going to be putting accessories on here, so I am going to be running them. I don't know what I'm going to put on here yet, so we will see at the end of the video. It took a little bit more than 30 to 40 minutes, like I said earlier in the video, just because I was doing it by myself. So maybe with 2 people that are a little bit mechanically inclined, take a little bit less. The rack itself took 30 minutes to put together, with making the video and stopping for the video. I went ahead and added my Bajas back on, as you can see, little S2s. I got my spare tire situated. I just have it ratchet strapped for now. I'm gonna probably come up with a mount, or you know, maybe if Hooke Road wants to come out with a mount, use their mount. I'm gonna end up mounting some Max tracks on the side and a Rotopack on the other side, because you can't be a Broverlander without those essential items on the back of your car. But all in all, the product is a 10 out of 10. That's my personal opinion. I liked how everything went together. Everything is super modular, and you know, I would recommend this product to anybody that has a full size or even a mid size. It does go a little bit shorter and a little in length and in width. So if you have a mid size, I would recommend this product.